So hello everyone, I'm Kumkum Hirani. In today's presentation, I present about Jane Austen critique in the institution of marriage in the context of the 19th century England. So this is our academic information, table of content, and here are research question. How does Jane Austen critique the institution of marriage in the context of 19th century England? So, hypothesis Jane Austen critiqued the institution of marriage in 19th century England by portraying it as a complex social construct influenced by economic necessity, social status, and gender role, while advocating for the value of personal compatibility and mutual respect in a marital relationship. So here introduction, Jane Austen, one of the most celebrated author of the 19th century, offer a nuanced critique of the institution of marriage in her novels, writing during an era when marriage was closely tied to social status, financial stability, and familial expectation. Austen explored the realities faced by women in a patriarchal society where their economic survival and social identity often depended on securing a good match through work like a Pride and Prejudice, Sensibility, and Emma. Basic information about Jane Austen. Jane Austen was born on December 16, 1775 in Stinton, Hampshire, England. Died July 18, 1817, Windsor, Hampshire. Jane Austen was an author and novelist. Her writing style are known for realism, wit, and irony. Jane Austen critiques societal norms, especially marriage and class in the 19th century. So, marriage and its social function. In Pride and Prejudice, marriage is depicted not only as a romantic bond but also as a social contract with a significant social and economic functions. In 19th century England, women often had a limited means to secure financial stability and social respectability. Marriage provides these functions, especially for women in lower social economic classes. The Bennet family's financial instability is a driving force behind Mrs. Bennet's obsession with marrying of her daughters, even though Elizabeth initially rejected the idea of marriage for convenience. The social necessity of marriage cannot be ignored, as characters like Sherlock Lucas demonstrate by marrying Mr. Collins for security. Second was the influence of family dynamics on marriage choice. In Pride and Prejudice, marriage is depicted not only as a romantic bond but also as a social contract with a significant social and economic function. In 19th century England, women often had limited means to secure financial stability and a social respectability. Marriage provides this function especially for women in a low social economic classes. The Bennet family's financial instability is a driving force behind Mrs. Bennet's obsession with marrying of her daughter. Even though Elizabeth initially rejected the idea of marriage to convenience, the social necessity of marriage cannot be ignored. As Sherlock Lucas demonstrated by marrying Mr. Collins for security. Marriage as a economic security and social status. Marriage in a Pride and Prejudice is also portrayed as a means of securing economic stability and evaluating social status. Sherlock Lucas' marriage to Mr. Collins is a perfect example of a pragmatic marriages where Charlotte accepts his proposal not out of love but for financial security and social responsibility. The novel critiques the idea that marriage should be based solely on economic and social consideration, especially when it's contrasted with the genius, love, and respect that form and the basis of Elizabeth and Darcy's eventual union. The role of women in matrimony. The novel underscored the limited agency women had in the marriage market. In Regency England, women had a few career options of means to independently support themselves, making marriage a crucial step in securing their future. For women like the Bennet system, marriage became their only path to financial security and social respectability, while some like Elizabeth challenged this role by refusing to marry for convenience. Many others, Charlotte accept the role that societal prescribes. Marriage as a social expectation. Advantageous marriage for her daughter reflect his societal pressure. In Austen's novel, marriage is presented as a social expectation, especially for women. The pressure to marry comes not only from family but also from the broader societal norms. Unmarried women, particularly those of a certain age, risk social ostracism or the base, being viewed as a burden on their families. Character like Mr. Collins embody the societal pressure to marry, seeing it as an obligation and a way to fulfill social norms rather than an act of personal choice. Mrs. Bennet's obsessive focusing on securing the satire of marriage convention. Austen satirized the marriage convention of her time, especially through characters who embody the ridiculousness of these conventions. Mr. Collins, who sees marriage as a social duty rather than a personal one, and Lady Catherine Debro, who used her wealth and status to improve her view on others, represent the fragile aspect for marriage in the 19th century. Their behaviors critique the their behavior critiques the transactional nature of marriage in Western society, where social status and wealth often overshadow affection and compatibility. So, confusion. In Pride and Prejudice, marriage is depicted as a social expectation shaped by a social class, economic security, and family influence. Austen critique the transactional nature of marriage through character like Mr. Collins, while highlight the value of love and mutual respect through Elizabeth and Darcy. The novel explores how marriage reflects personal growth, characters, and societal pressures, ultimately promoting genius, emotional connecting over a social or financial gain. So these are references. Thank you. Now you are free to asking if you have any question.
So, Kumkum, my question is, how does Jane Austen portray marriage as an economic necessity?
Jane Austen portray his novel Pride and Prejudice as an economic necessity because Lucette married because of her economic condition. When Miss because of her economic condition.
So, Kumkum, my question is, how does Austen highlight gender inequality through the institution of marriage?
Jane Austen highlight gender equality in Pride and Prejudice, that female characters are not free their own choice, but compared to male character, they have a freedom for their choice. So